summer in the city of Arendelle. It couldn't be warmer, it couldn't be sunnier, but that's about to change forever.
Arendelle.
It's completely frozen.
Cold, 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 cold.
A real howler in July, yeah?
The land's covered in eternal snow.
Really?
If we don't do something soon, we'll all freeze to death.
You want to talk about a problem? I sell ice for a living.
Ooh, that's a rough business to be in right now. I mean, that is really... that's unfortunate.
My lady.
This is awkward. Not you're awkward, but just because I'm awkward. You're gorgeous. Wait, what?
Hi, everyone. I'm Olaf. Hi.
You're creepy.
I don't want it.
Whoa.
No.
All right, we got off to a bad start.
I know how to stop this winter.
Hang on.
I like fast.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get your feet down. This is fresh lacquer. Seriously, were you raised in a barn?
Let's go bring back summer! Man, am I out of shape. Wolves.
Stop!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Are you okay?
I've got a thick skull.
I don't have a skull.
Oh, woo!
Head rush.
So cute. It's like a little baby unicorn.
Now we just have to survive this blizzard!
That's no blizzard.
Sorcery.
That's my sister.
That would have been nice to know.
Heads up!
It is not nice to throw snow, people.
Whoa, 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 feisty pants. Just let the snowman be.
I'm calm.
Great. Oh, come on.
Olaf, you're melting.
Some people are worth melting for. You're just maybe not right this second.
Come on, buddy, faster.
Olaf!
Hang in there, guys! I can't feel my legs! I can't feel my legs!
Those are my legs.
Oh, hey, do me a favor, grab my butt. Oh, that feels better.
I'm seeing so much self-doubt in Hollywood these days. First, Warner Brothers sees what Marvel is doing and decides to change their very successful, darker formula and speed things up at a ridiculous pace to try and get to a Justice League movie, or who knows what they're working towards at this point. And now I see this trailer for Frozen, and I see the house that Walt built that pioneered a medium and made people realize that, yes, I do want to watch an animated movie back in the 1930s, trying to mimic DreamWorks animation. It's just so odd to watch. I mean, this isn't a bad trailer. It's just so not what I wanted it to be. It very much seems to me to be like Tangled 2, so derivative of Tangled. Even the way Arendelle looks before the frost hits it could be a stand-in for Rapunzel's village in Tangled. And I also think that you have the Rapunzel Flynn Rider dynamic here with Kristoff and Anna. And so and you have the funny animals, and it's just, it doesn't have a timeless classic feel to it. It seems very, quote unquote current, which of course doesn't last, it doesn't hold up. I mean, you can pop in any Disney animated film, from, their heyday, or even their second renaissance with Howard Ashman, and it still can play. It's still fantastic, and you don't feel like you're watching an old movie. And I watched Tangled the other day, and it was fun. I watched it again. I'd seen it, of course, in theaters, and I enjoyed it. But it was not something you were like that just captured your imagination. Now Rapunzel obviously has gone on to become a very popular princess, so I can understand a little bit Disney's thinking here. But Anna is just so much like a lighter Rapunzel. It's just exactly the same. And I also don't understand why on earth Elsa the Snow Queen is still being kept under wraps. She's by far and away the most interesting thing about this movie, in my opinion. Even from the little bits I saw over here, that makes me wonder. I'm like, is her character arc still being worked on? I mean, it just makes me feel like there's a behind-the-scenes problem rather than, we're trying to tease her out, because they don't even really tease her here. This seems to be more like a road trip movie, just like Tangled, rather than focusing on the sister angle, which I thought was going to be very interesting, or focusing on someone tormented by their ice powers, as we've heard from bits of the story. So, I mean, I guess, I understand the bottom line is important. I'm very much a black and white, dollars and cents person on this show and analyzing the business, but I do believe in my heart of hearts that if Disney delivered what people wanted, if they had done the animation they did in Paperman, which was a combination of 2D and 3D, and they did a classic fairy tale that was timeless and didn't seem like, you know, current modern day people from Glee just put on period costumes and sang current songs, they would have a financial hit. I think that a snow animated adventure is a fantastic idea with all the ice and the snow. I think that could be fantastic. But this is just another generic animated movie, and there's so many coming out these days, I just, you know, I don't know if they can compete. And I really liked Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph I felt was very good and very original. I really enjoyed that. And I don't understand what's going on over there at Disney that, you know, they would not forge their own path. I mean, look, even Pixar is going away from what Pixar does. They're not forging their own path. Why would everybody want to copy DreamWorks when DreamWorks Animation is trying to improve and get to be more like, you know, Disney with How to Train Your Dragon, which is just a phenomenal show, I think, at the level of almost Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. But, and you know, Chris Sanders was fired by Disney, or pushed out, basically. So what do you think of Frozen? Are you as disappointed as I am? Do you like were you a big fan of Tangled and you want to see Tangled 2? Or do you want to see more of, you know, the classic animated film? And, you know, Princess and the Frog was good, but that, you know, pulled its punches. It wasn't epic animation filmmaking like Disney does best. So I really hope that whoever's over there making these decisions doesn't go, well, look at the box office of Tangled and look at the box office of Princess of the Frog. What do you think we should make? And I would be like, but both are subpar products. You are measuring subpar films. So I don't know. I'm just so crestfallen and disappointed. Will I be there? Of course. Will I probably, you know, watch it again when it's on demand? Sure, because I just like Disney animation. But, you know, I don't know how, you know, that's kind of mean of them to just take advantage of my fandom like that. All right, so write your own thoughts down below. More trailer reviews coming, and you can check out some more right now.